In this video, we're going to talk about 10 ridiculously hot selling products that you can list on Facebook Marketplace. First one is boat radios, okay? I don't know why these sell well. They sell well, so like portable boat radios, I guess. I would assume that boats come with radios for people that buy boats, but I don't really know. So for whatever reason, I've listed, I think, like 5 different variations of this, and 2 of them sell, but the one really took off, okay? And it's been selling for me for like the past 2 to 3 months, especially picked up this month and the month before. Staying with that trend, boat grills, okay? So that's number 2. I don't know why, but boat grills, I mean, they seem pretty cool, but they sell really well as well, okay? And the margins on these, if you find good ones, can be ridiculous, okay? When I was selling the one, I believe, I sell 2 of them consistently, but I think I sell like 3 or 4, over and over again. Like the other 2 don't sell as much. They might sell like once every other week or something like that. But the 2 sell pretty well, and the one definitely sells a lot. And originally, obviously, the margins shrunk a little bit because the price has raised with my supplier a little bit. But originally, I think the margin was like 95 bucks, and it was selling like every couple of days. So that was just like an influx of 100 bucks, with one order like every 3 days for me, okay? I think the margin shrunk with the one boat grill to like 70, maybe a little bit over 70, and the one it's down to like 50, but that's still a ridiculously high margin, like profit, obviously. I'm not sure what the specific margin on that item is, but I would assume it's probably around 30%, but when you're talking about like boat grills that are like 300 bucks, that's a pretty good, profit margin with one sale and a little bit, barely any work, okay? So boat grills, and basically if you're not sure what a boat grill is, it's just something that attaches to like the side of the boat rail, and it literally just attaches, and it's a grill that attaches to the boat, okay? Staying on the boat trend, so number 3 is boat flooring. I don't know why people buy this as well. Maybe they just want to change the way that the floor of their boat looks. I don't have a boat, I don't have any experience with it, but these have been selling for me very, very well. I've listed a lot of different types of boat flooring, so like wooden boat flooring panels that are really literally just rolls of boat floor that people buy. So like when you sell them, number 1, people buy them in different variations, and now you can list different variations on Facebook Marketplace. And also people seem to buy quantities of them, okay? So if your margin on boat flooring is like 20 or 30 bucks and people buy like 3 or 4 of that quantity, well, now your margin or your profits all the way up to like 90 or 100 bucks because somebody buys multiples of those quantity, okay? So look into that. There's so many different types of boat flooring, but that's a benefit of this, is because I'm giving you kind of like, the tip of the iceberg and letting you run with it. What I would recommend that you do is find a couple different suppliers, list a couple different boat flooring from each supplier. Chances are one of them will hit for you, and you'll see what I mean. Okay? Now, the next thing is one that I actually talked about in the last video, portable air conditioners, okay? So portable air conditioners, I don't know how many of these I've listed, probably like 5 to 10. The one really sells, like constantly, like every other day, like I said. And I think I have one other one that sells like randomly here and there, like once a week maybe. But regardless, if you list a couple of these, again, that's going to be the similar trend with all these. List a couple of different variations. Chances are one of them will hit and you will get sales, okay? A portable air conditioner is literally, they sell them a couple different kinds. So you have like bigger ones that are kind of like, look like a humidifier almost, like that size, that sit in the corner of a room. They also sell like mini ones for the desk that are like literally like the size of like a laptop computer. They're not very big. And those also cool the room off, but those have been selling for me well, especially now that it's getting hot out, all across the country. Those have been selling for me very, very well, okay? The next one, number 5, is fishing lures and fishing accessories, okay? I sell a lot of different fishing lures, and they're not, it's like, it's not live, obviously, so I don't know much about fishing, but like, it's just like different like animals, I guess, that like frogs or like tadpoles and like little like fishy looking things, I guess, that you put on a fishing rod to entice fish to bite. Those have been selling really, really well for me lately, as well as like other little miscellaneous fishing accessories. And one of the other things is like fishing magnets. Again, not sure what that is or how that plays in. My VA listed it randomly one day, and the one fishing magnet, I think I've listed a couple of them, but the one sells like every couple days for me. So that's a good one. And the margin on that is pretty high as well, okay? The next one is wooden folding picnic tables. So This is not what you think, but that's the title of what they are. I've listed a couple of different ones and they all sell, but just, they don't sell like every single day, but they do sell like every couple days. I'll get like a random one for sale. And this is not like an outdoor folding picnic table like that's big. This is literally just like a handheld, not handheld, that's the wrong word, like an individual portable, like almost like TV table type of thing for the couch, I guess, if you want to eat there. So look into like listing like luxury versions of that. You know, you can list cheaper ones, but I have one that sells for like 70 bucks almost. It's like 68, it's listed for like 68 bucks and like $6 shipping. That one sells a lot too. That one probably sells like at least once a week. And some of the other ones are close to that price point as well, and they also sell. So I don't know if it's like, you know, for hosting other people, or if it's just like you're just getting one for yourself because you eat a lot of, you know, lunches or dinners on the couch. I'm really not sure, but that seems to sell really well for me, and the margin on that is pretty good. So look into wooden folding picnic tables. So just list power tools. I don't really need to get into this too much. They seem to sell well. I've listed a lot of these, right? So probably like hundreds of power tools probably at this point. So the amount of them that actually do get sales is relatively low, but once you get one or two that hits, and I probably have like 5 to 10 that hit that get like sales every couple days, the margins on them are incredible, and they seem to just fly off the shelves, you know, relatively easily, right? So power tools, you're gonna probably have to list a bunch because a lot of them are gonna be duds, because, you know, chances are at that price point when you're paying like $100 or 200 or 300 bucks for a power tool, that type of buyer, it's not like an impulse purchase anymore. It's more of like, I'm gonna do a little bit of research, or I'm gonna go to like my local store and buy it. So like I said, a lot of them probably won't get sales. If you list like, I don't know, 50 of them, maybe 1 or 2 of them, you know, really fires off for you, but that 1 or 2 will constantly sell, obviously. And, you know, once it gets traction and your margins are really, really great, you'll be making consistent profit, right? So look into power tools. Again, I've listed power tools from the get-go. They've consistently sold, and the margins are high when you get one that hits, okay? The next one is man cave signs. So I'm not gonna get too specific with this. I recommend just listing a bunch of different man cave signs. I have signs that are like political. I have signs that are like gamer signs, right? Like, wife, do not disturb me, I'm in the middle of a game, or something like that. I have signs that, like literally anything that you can think of, just Google man cave signs. They seem to sell really well for me. And honestly, it's not my best selling product anymore, but last month, one of my man cave signs was my best selling product. So look into man cave signs. They seem to sell really, really well. The next one, number 9, is microphone stands and microphone equipment, okay? So not like, you know, like microphone, I guess that's the wrong word. I don't know why I put microphone equipment or microphone stands, but it's pretty much just like a mic that you have, almost like this Blue Yeti for like YouTubers, right? So I've seen like Yetis sell, this isn't a Yeti, it's a Snowball, but like a Yeti, a Snowball, any like type of like podcasting or YouTube mic. It seems like there's a lot of people trying to be YouTubers now, obviously, a lot of people trying to be podcasters, and those microphones and stands, equipment, accessories, they sell really, really well. And again, that's electronics, so you can kind of find cheaper versions and mark them up, or more expensive versions and mark them up and just go after like the brand. They both seem to work if you find one that hits for you, so look into that. But again, there's a lot of demand out there right now for podcasters, for people, for equipment for people that are doing podcasting or YouTube, and there's a lot of people doing that right now. So again, high demand there, list those things, you will get sales, all right? The next one is one of my favorites, and I listed this as a joke one time. I saw somebody else talking about it, I forget who it was, and I listed one and it sold, and so I was like, that's, you know, kind of lucky. I'll list another type of this, and it sold, and so I listed a bunch of them, and I probably have, I don't know, 50 different versions of these now. And maybe 10 of them sell, but they sell consistently. The margins, like the profit margin percentage on this is like 50%, or sorry, I think it's like 100%. So like, I think I sell these for like, I don't know, like $9 with like $5 shipping, but it cost me, or sorry, I sell them for $15 with like $5 or $6 shipping, but it only cost me $9 to make them. So I'm like doubling my money every time, and they probably sell like multiple times a day, at least 1 or 2 of a specific one. And that is tire valve caps. So like literally the things that you put on your tires after you put air in them, both for bikes and for cars, they seem to sell really well, okay? So different brands, so like bike brands like Huffy or like Schwinn, right? Or like car brands like GMC or Dodge or Mercedes or Lexus. I don't know why, but people seem to want like a Lexus car tire valve cap on their Lexus for some reason, right? They think it's cool. I don't know. They sell really well. I'm not sure why, but they do. The proof is in the pudding, okay? Other things that sell really well too are like light up tire valve caps for bikes and for cars. I think it looks a little strange. I get it for bikes because like usually people that are riding bikes are like kids or younger adults. Not so much for the cars, but they sell again. So just giving you the data here. This is not what I'm buying. This is what other people are buying from me, okay? So tire valve caps, different brands, light up ones, stuff like that, look into it, okay? And finally, I'm just gonna rail off these 3 bonus ones. If you stayed this long, I'm gonna give you 3 ones that I think are really gonna help you. So right now, again, we're gonna piggyback off the tire valve caps. So anything car branded seems to sell really well, okay? People have like these niche groups. For example, like if you have a Ford truck, you're a Ford guy, you buy everything Ford, right? If you're a Chevy guy, you buy everything Chevy. And this is not me. I don't have a truck. I'm not like in any of these, like I don't identify as like a Chevy guy or anything like that, but other people seem to. And so like list Chevy stuff, like Chevy merch, Chevy keychains, Chevy car, what's another thing that I sell? Like car seat covers, Chevy emblem things that you can stick on your car, like whatever it is, people buy that brand, list accessories for it. So Chevy, GMC, Ford, Dodge, etc. List car brand stuff, it seems to sell. The next one is funny to me. So literally anything galvanized, but mainly galvanized gardening tubs or galvanized flower beds especially sell really well now. And I kind of found this on a whim and I had no idea what galvanized even was, but I looked it up and because like everything started to sell and I noticed a trend of like galvanized this would sell, galvanized that would sell, and I was like, what is this? I don't even know. I looked it up and it basically just means the process of applying a protective zinc coating to prevent rusting, okay? So galvanized flower beds, I guess you buy it once, it doesn't rust, it's good forever, I would assume. Galvanized like tubs, galvanized, what's another thing that I sell? Galvanized like tubs for like drinks, I guess if you're having a party outside, stuff like that. So anything galvanized, list it. Chances are it will probably pick up some traction, okay? And last but not least is solar lights or solar water fountains for the yard. They seem to be selling a lot this past week, so list those, they've been great.